Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. If you like the way that looks, well, you're in luck, because today we're going to show you how we made that griddle, so stick around. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another day in the shop. Today's project is, well, I hope it's going to be a fairly simple one. I got myself some 1/4" thick steel here, and what we're going to make out of this today is we're going to make a flat top griddle for the top of my barbecue. I've always wanted one, but the ones that they make out there, like I guess it's Blackstone and the Weber's and all them, they're all too expensive for my taste. So, well, for my budget. Actually, for my wife's budget. My budget's fine. So what I got today is all the tools I'm going to need to do this. The plan is to cut this to size, and then I'm going to weld some walls, kind of like that, up on the sides here, so that we can, when you scrape your food up, it doesn't come rolling off the edge. And then I'm going to put a couple of handles on it. So the tools I'm using today are a square, got my safety glasses, well, my tinted glasses, my marker, measuring tape, a pair of pliers for breaking off the edge. Got my welding gloves. I got my Lincoln Electric MiG 140 over here. It's 110 voltage, so you can use that anywhere. Down here I got my Best Arc plasma cutter. It's a 110 and 220. You don't need a plasma cutter. You can use oxygen acetylene. You can use a grinder. One of those Diablo steel blades if you want, whatever you have to work with. I just happen to have a plasma cutter, so I'm going to use it. Now, I'm not sponsored by either one of these companies, Lincoln or Best Arc. It's just what I have. I just want to let people know what I'm using so that, they can decide if they want to use it or they know what to go get if they want to get it. And I got my compressor over here, and so what do you say we get ready? I'll get my gear on and let's get started on this. Alright, got my coveralls on and ready to go. Just got to turn on some machines. Okay, machine is on. Let's do some measurements here. Okay, so I was thinking I was going to go an inch high on the ledges. But I'm looking at this. This is 2 inches. I think I'm going to go 2 inches or 1.5 inches. Yeah, I think 1.5 inches would be good. Let's just double check that. Yeah, 1.5 inches would be good. Alright, so I bought this because of the magnet on the end of it, and it doesn't always work. Yeah, I will go 1.5 inches. So let's just double check to make sure I've got enough metal here. I need 18 inches for my grill. I'm good there. It gives me 2, 4, 6, 7 inches extra steel to work with. That's perfect. I cut all 3 sides off of this stretch, or this end. I still got enough for the grill, and these are all 25, and I only need 1 at 25, the other 2 at 18, so yeah, that'll work out perfect. I'm going to use this to measure it out, because it's more accurate than a tape measure. Okay, so what I got to measure out when I do this is how thick this tip is. So when I put my straight edge on, I put this up against my straight edge, how far out from the straight edge does that cut? So I gotta find out what that is. I'm pretty sure on this one is 3/16. So what I want to measure then is 1.5 inches plus 3/16. So 1.5 plus 3/16. My mark here. Put them on there. Then you take your straight edge. I forgot to mention I also got 2 clamps here for clamping my straight edge down. You want to clamp it as far away from, as far back from the edge of the straight edge as you can so that your plasma torch doesn't hit it. So what you want to do before you get started is you want to do a test pass like this. Make sure nothing's going to get in the way, your hose isn't going to get caught in anything. That way you got a nice smooth cut. I'm going to try to grind that down to solve for some of that. And then it looks like I'm going grinder method. So I get to make a lot of noise and a lot of dirt. What I think I've decided to do, so I'm going to go with the grinder method, is the cleanest cut I can get. Yeah, I'm going to go through a lot of wheels, but I have a lot of wheels. It's going to make a lot of noise, but oh well, too bad. And I was going to get my dust mask and my face shield, and we'll make this cut. I'm going to cut the plate down to the size I want, and then I'm going to cut the strips that I need from this afterward, because I found out that this edge isn't square, so I'm going to square it off here, and then I'll measure it from the square side. So let me get my mask, and okay, I got my mask and my shield ready. I'm just going to clamp these down. If I can find my clamps. Clamp down the straight edge. Going to take a break for a minute and let things cool off a little bit. I don't want to get too much heat in there. But it's coming along a little slow, but it's coming. Alright, we got her. I've cut one. Gotta clean off the ends a little bit. And then I can cut the next one. So this piece is now cut to size. So I'll put that down there to cool. Gonna leave that all clamped for now, let that cool down. to do with a grinder. Alright, so what I'm going to do, not going to bore you with the next cut. I was going to measure my 2 inches, do the cut on this scrap piece here, and then we'll start welding the sides on. Now, stick around and we'll get to that. Well, that's that. There we go. My last 2-inch piece. Okay, I got my pieces all cut out, cleaned up. Now I just got to set up the back here with the little magnets. Make sure everything's flush. I'll put my side pieces on like here. Just going to mark and measure. Going to mark that there. Do the same with the other side, mark it, cut these to length, and then we'll start welding them in. Okay, got my pieces marked. I'm going to take them over to the chop saw and cut them out. So I got them, I think what I'm going to do is, instead of leaving this just a straight line here, I'm going to go on an angle, kind of round that off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these 2 pieces together and cut them off in one shot. And that way they're both exactly the same. So off of the chop saw, we'll do that. We'll be right back. Alright, so what we've decided to do is we're going to cut an angle on this flat bar on the sides. Reason for that is it'll give us a little more room for when we're using this spatulas and stuff like that. We don't bash our forearms off the top of it. And just to make it look a little better too. So I'm going to put a couple clamps on there, and then we're going to cut like that. I was going to take the grinder to that and kind of round everything off, make it look pretty, and then we'll go tack them in place. Hello, it's me, the editor. Unfortunately, I'm here because we lost a bunch of footage that I found out when I was editing the video here. So we didn't get the clips of me putting the sides on the griddle. We just got the footage of me welding a little bit, and that's it. Other than that, yeah, the rest of it got contaminated somehow. So, anyway, all you missed is just me putting the end of the rails in place, tacking them together. And then I flipped over the griddle and started welding it off. But stay tuned, there's some clips here at the end of the griddle being used and being seasoned and stuff like that, and a couple of snippets at the end. So stick around and watch those. Alright, I got my pieces all cut up, cleaned out.